Loans used to be seen as a last resort, only to be considered in the direst of emergencies since it puts one at the mercy of loan sharks who normally charge an interest of 20%. Borrowing from microfinance institutions, however, is a different matter. MFIs charge an average of 3% with the additional benefit of insurance, savings, and constant guidance. Josephine Alima brought a peanut cookie recipe to Isabella and used it as the basis for a now thriving business that has 24 stay-in employees. Leticia Rosas took advantage of the readily available buntal fiber in Marinduque to start a business that now employs 102 workers. She supplies table runners, mats, and bags to restaurants, Regalong Pambahay, Balikbayan, and even Calvin Klein. Candido Delgado used an initial loan of 4,000 pesos to grow a candy business that generates 200,000 pesos per month and employs 7 regular workers and 15 packers. Imelda Brutas of Leyte now averages 3.45 million a year selling delicacies like binagol, moron, sagmani, and tarts, with her enterprise assets amounting to 140,000 pesos with a total workforce of 23 people. Virginia Borde turned her life around, refusing to buckle under misfortune and emotional turmoil by looking at the needs of her farmer neighbors and setting up a farming equipment rental business that now earns an annual net income of just under 600,000 pesos with total assets amounting to almost 534,000 pesos. These past winners of the Citigroup Microentrepreneur of the Year awards are living proof that hard work can lead to a better life, especially with the presence of microfinance. At first, it was just the MFI client and their families that benefited. They were exposed to better business and financial practices, but slowly and surely, their financial success meant a growing need for more manpower. Soon, their neighbors found themselves employed. It also didn't take much time before these 5 entrepreneurs were giving back more and more to their communities.
Ayoko namang magdamot. Ayoko nung ang gusto ko lahat maging maunlad.
While these 5 entrepreneurs remain very much aware of where they came from and have a desire to share their blessings, they are now armed with so much more confidence and a better sense of self-worth.
Sinanay ko ng sinanay yung sarili ko na mag-hobby, mag-sample. At dadalhin ko sa Maynila, hindi pa ako marunong makipag-usap sa buyer. Sabi niya, magagawa mo yan, ilang sukat ito, ganagato. Hindi ko sila masagot ng maayos. Pero ngayon, kausapin ako ng kahit sino, kayang-kaya kong sagutin.
These were but some of the stories unearthed by the Citigroup Microentrepreneur of the Year Awards. Now in its 4th run and implemented in collaboration with the Microfinance Council of the Philippines and the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, the search is on again for 2 national winners, a Masikap awardee and a Maunlad awardee, among nominees having a 100% repayment record. Masikap nominees must have total assets less than 300,000 pesos in value, with the enterprise showing measurable results in terms of employment generation, sales turnover, growth in enterprise profits, rate of reinvestment of enterprise profits, and the amount of sales generated. Maunlad nominees should have assets ranging from 300,000 pesos to 1,000,000 pesos, with the same measurable results. The nominee should additionally demonstrate an ability to strategically plan for the business and must have the capacity to handle growth and expansion. Finally, the enterprise must contribute to the development of the local economy by means of employment generation, the creation of the impetus to other economic and social activities, the promotion of the community's products, and the promotion of the spirit and discipline of entrepreneurship. In addition, 6 regional winners will be chosen, 2 from Luzon, the Visayas, and Mindanao. There will thus be 3 Masikap Award regional winners and 3 Maunlad Award regional winners. Each of these winners will receive 75,000 pesos, while the national winners will get 150,000 pesos. MFIs will nominate their clients and submit a completed nomination form. The nominees are then screened, and those that make it to the short list will be interviewed by representatives from the BSP, Citigroup, and MCPI, who will also inspect the business site. An even shorter list will then be produced to come up with the finalists, who will then be judged by the National Selection Committee. While the prize money of 150,000 pesos for the Masikap and Manlad national awardees is definitely noteworthy, it is still really the stories of the struggles and the successes of the winners as entrepreneurs that are most important and must be told and heard. The reason for this is simple. If only a few people know about microfinance, then its effectiveness is compromised. If its probability of success is not highlighted, then the sense of hope that poverty may be escaped and that true empowerment may take place will also be compromised. With the Micro Entrepreneur of the Year awards, more of these stories will be heard, and people, having heard these stories and taking heart, can opt to learn the way of microfinance and truly benefit from it for the sake of their families, their communities, and their country.